Okay, Richart, can you please tell me about wave-powered boats and how that translates into manoeuvring, if you like, your Bottle Island, please?
Yeah, we're definitely going into the realms of things not yet done a little bit. But it's very, very basic and simple. And any floating article, device on the ocean can be moved by the power of the waves in any direction that you want.
Can you show me how?
Against the wind. Of course, yeah. Now, what I'm going to draw here, or show, I'll first show it with this, I think. We're going to imagine that this is your foot, it's tied to your foot. This is a flipper. This is a flipper, right? So when you're in the water, you move your foot up and down.
Yeah.
When you move it up, you're pushing water up there because you're pressing against the water and it's angled and it pushes that way. When you move it down, you're pressing against the water and because it's angled.
So it's like the movement of a whale's tail, basically.
The movement of a whale or a dolphin's tail. Yeah, exactly like that. But the way we're doing it is, let's say this is your boat.
Yeah.
The boat is on the ocean. And the waves are pushing it up and down, sometimes the top from more, sometimes side. But basically the boat is going up and down with every passing wave.
Okay.
Right? So now you've got to imagine this is the flipper and it's on the bottom of the boat. Obviously the boat needs to be bigger, but now you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
All we really need to do is attach with a few poles fixed to the boat, strong, with brackets on or whatever, poles, metal poles, whatever. And this flipper needs to be hinged on here. Now you can simply do it with bungees. You can have a bamboo pole. This is the most simple version. Bamboo poles coming down from any form of boat or island, floating island. And then about a third of the way up, this is the bottom of the boat. It's in the water now. So this is your flipper. And you want it about a third of the way up, so you've got 1, 2, 3 of that pole. So let's say that's 3 meters, you have it a meter up, okay? And you have another pole here, and you hinge it, and you just hinge it with bungees tied here, and you have a hole in there.
No, sketch it out for me.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
Thank you.
So here's the flipper. Here's your 2 poles, and another one here. The poles go longer. And you have a hole here and a hole here, and you have a bungee, good strong.
Where's the boat, first of all?
The boat is at the top of here.
Okay, right.
But I'm angling it like that so you can see it.
Right.
Do you see what I mean?
So this is actually
You're
going
looking
flat.
down on it a bit. You're looking
going flat.
I'm trying to show you in 3 dimensions. Okay. So the boat is up here. Maybe I should do it more specific. Now I'm going to draw this in a more like rigid way then. Okay, this is your rudder. This is your pole. These are this is your bungee here. So this is your bungee here, and then coming back to here, and then here.
Right.
Coming back to there, to the other pole. The other pole's behind there. Yeah, just a bit at an angle. You get me now?
Yeah.
And now this can move there, but it always comes back to the middle. You put like a stopper, a wooden block here, or a metal block, or whatever, so that this cannot bend too much. So you have a little bit of an angle there. It can go down, but not too much.
So like blocks of wood to stop it from moving too far.
Your flipper can go to there, and the block stops it here.
Right, I see.
But with the bungee on here, now it wants to come back to the middle. So it's bringing itself back to the middle, but it can go only to the block, and it can go up and down like that, and it stops. Now the reason from that is because when you've got your boat up here, and you've got your poles coming down here, and you've got your bungee on there. When the boat goes up, the water pushes this down to the block. The water you're not moving the water now, you're just going up and it goes chop. But the boat still keeps on going up. So now you're pushing all of that water that way. And now the boat goes down, it locks on that block, and now you're pushing again. So you're going like this. And that's just with the up and down motion of the wave, you're getting a strong push forward when it goes down and when it goes up.
So because it's hinged there, it can only basically move.
It can only go down to that block. So your boat
in one
goes
direction.
Up, your boat goes up, it goes bang. Oh yeah, but you could have it on a swivel.
So you swivel it round, but you're always going to be perpetuating in whatever direction that's facing from, and it can only go up and down because it's hinged horizontally.
It's hinged horizontally, and if you had it swiveling round, it would push whichever way it's pointing.
Okay, cool.
And it doesn't matter which way the wave is coming in, except that you get a bit of resistance when the wave is coming towards you. So if you go against the wind and the wave, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but you can take that up to the size of a tanker and have long flippers like ribs on the bottom that hinge, and a whole tanker can be moved with 100 to 200 of these long. The width of the boat could be a flipper, and then another one and another one, all on a framework underneath, and every movement of that big tanker will push it forward, and then they just have to have a rudder.
So a tanker could be propelled by the waves themselves?
By the waves. Anything that we've got on the ocean will be able to be propelled very efficiently just by the power of the waves. The only wear and tear is friction, so the stronger the mechanism below, the longer lasting it will have. It could last years and years and years and years of a big ship done well. And there's no pollution, no digging holes in the planet.
How does this translate into the island then? Because I see how it works with...
It's worked the same way on the island. I mean, even if you had a circular island, it wouldn't move as easy, but you could have them, as long as you get them all pointing one way, it'll drift in that direction.
Subject of circular islands.
You don't travel when you want to go right against the wind. You wait for the wind. You wait for the wind to be a little bit favourable, and you can have some sails on there for extra fun. So you can direction. You can make your rudder your sails. You can have it spinning and moving, and it's just the possibilities are endless on that for fun and creativity. And you can, like we said, I think we've already said it, but maybe I haven't said it in the videos. I think it is in some of the other videos, and some people have laughed at that, but scientifically and logically, coherently, with absolute knowing, I know that the island can actually fly. Using a mini water spout tornado on the water that you can control in the middle of your island using the satellite dish, but I'll tell you more about that later.
Awesome, thank you.